what does retail look like right now in America?
Well, the pandemic has made a profound impact on the retail industry. We're seeing essentially a bipolarization trend. Some retailers see their business booming during the pandemic, while others suffered tremendously. So in general, retailers selling essential products and home improvement products, electronics, have seen their business really going very strong with the surge of online shopping. Yet at the same time, department stores, apparel retailers have been hit extremely hard by the impact of pandemic.
Yeah, that seems to be a result of people deciding what they really need. They don't really need new clothes so much as they need a new computer. Would you say?
Exactly, right. Webcam.
Yeah, exactly. Those types of things. And so it's not as if though that the situations that malls were facing is brand new. This has been the kind of downturn in business has been going on for a while, right? With big box stores closing like Sears and JC Penney, those types of stores pulling back from once being in almost every major American city and suburb.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The pandemic certainly was not the only or even major reason for the struggles facing shopping malls. Shopping malls as a retail venue had been losing consumers and sales to discount retailers that are located outside shopping malls and to online retailers in recent years. But the pandemic really amplified the struggles that many of them face and even accelerated the demise of some of them.
Yeah. So where do where are these malls, like what direction can they go in at this point? Who is who seems to be thriving in this new world? How is a company like Simon holding up, where Simon is one of the biggest mall operators in the United States, if not the biggest?
Yes. Uh, the Simon Property Group has been doing much better than most shopping mall operators and real estate investment trusts. But they're also dealing with their share of the challenges due to the pandemic. Given the surge of online demand, many mall-based retailers also saw the need to strengthening their e-commerce capabilities. And then the flip side for shopping mall management is to cope with it and embrace the trend instead of just being threatened and being victimized by the overall situation. For example, the Simon Property Company has been in talks with e-commerce companies like Amazon to utilize some of the empty retail space to convert them into mini fulfillment centers and distribution centers.
There are some things that malls can do to thrive in a post-pandemic world when we are hopefully going back out in the world and shopping normally. What are some of those things that they can do to survive?
Okay, well, to survive and thrive in the post-pandemic times, shopping malls need to reinvent themselves to create compelling reasons for consumers to come back to visit them and visit them often. But they can't achieve that by simply enhancing the retail offerings. They need to enhance the entertainment and recreational aspects of their locations. And for example, some shopping malls have already been doing this before the pandemic by introducing more attractive dining options, by adding game studios, by adding or renovating movie theaters and other entertainment establishments.
So it's interesting that you say that one way is to basically make going to a mall exciting in an experiential way, not just
Absolutely.
in a consumerism way. And I live in New York, and obviously we had a shining example of that apparently with Hudson Yards, which had, there was a mall, but it also had some of the finest restaurants in the city were there. They got chefs like David Chang and and Jose Andreas to open up restaurants in that space. And then they also had, this the Vessel, this amazing structure that was also supposed to be a tourist attraction. But at the same time, Hudson Yards is now suffering. So what kind of lessons do you think that we can take from a place like that, a luxury shopping mall like that, that even with all the money it had has been struggling through the pandemic? What kind of lessons can we take away from that?
That's a great question. Well, it's not surprising that the luxury shopping malls are suffering during the pandemic just because consumers are suffering. Millions of people have lost their jobs, and their budgets are really tight. On the other hand, in the long term, I'm very optimistic about the outlook for luxury shopping malls like Hudson Yards. I haven't had the opportunity to visit it since it opened, but I've read about it and I'm very impressed. So as you described, it's a multi-use complex that offers upscale retailing, dining, entertainment, as well as attractive office space and residential space. So it goes much beyond just being a retail venue. It's an entertainment and a recreation destination for visitors, and it is it's a vibrant living ecosystem for the nearby residents and office workers. So its multifaceted attractions really provide a foundation for its vitality in the long term.